I don't see what the big deal is. I own 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
What's poppin', everybody? Episode 49, the latest in Funko news, entertainment, and sports. Let's go. Let's dive right into Funko news. The Funko Shop dropped a brand new Shohei Ohtani Funko Shop exclusive.
You knew that was going to sell out.
It's sold out,
Of course it's sold out.
but I have a problem with it.
Okay.
It's the first time Funko Pop of him pitching in the LA Dodgers uniform.
Yeah.
He didn't pitch this first season as a Dodger because he had Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
So ipso facto, I get that he is a pitcher and record breaking offensive player, but he didn't pitch this season at all.
He's a pitcher and a hitter.
Yeah.
He's not a pitcher and a catcher.
That's something completely different.
Okay, just want to clarify that.
That's what his old manager's doing in prison.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. It bothered me that they did him as a pitcher. It should have been a hitting stance, but I get that that's just it. I get it that the common, the new Shohei, is a hitting stance, so they wanted to do something different for the Funko Shop exclusive.
Yeah.
But they could have done the road and away jerseys. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it was stupid to put him as a pitcher. He didn't pitch at all.
No.
So,
well, it's a Shohei Ohtani. You knew he was going to sell out.
but yeah, it did sell out, and the guy is insane. We'll get to the sports later, but we talked about him being the only person in the 50-50. I actually forgot to look up to see, because he was at like 59 stolen bases before the playoffs started, if he got that 60th one. But anyway, he's a unicorn.
Yeah.
Funko Shop exclusive also dropped a new Bleach anime exclusive, which also sold out.
Yeah.
And it is pronounced Toshiru Hitsugaya.
No, that's actually...
I think I nailed that.
That's hits the sugar out of you.
It's a Shugaya.
Yeah.
And he's holding his Bankai.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Bankai.
Yeah. And it's sold out because it's anime.
And it's sold out.
Which is
a good sign.
It's a great sign if you're into anime.
Funko Shop also shared a bunch of other shared retailer exclusives this week. They had that really cool looking Batman Hikari, which is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. Also the Entertainment Earth Glow Tony Stark.
Also cool.
It's Sugar Gold Harry Potter, which I'm actually glad they shared that, because it is really hard to order off of the It's Sugar website.
I'm going to put that right here on the Who Gives a shelf.
All the Harry Potter fans, and I ordered some just for them, so don't even listen to this guy.
Why, you want a gold Harry Potter?
I got you covered.
Why you want a gold Harry Potter?
You want it because it's Harry Potter.
Whatever.
And you don't understand, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I can't remember the pose because it's all...
He's not holding it, stupid.
I didn't... Oh, he might be holding it. I can't remember. We'll pop it up anyway. So.
I'm going with whatever.
They also shared 3 Chalice Collectibles exclusives, all anime.
No way.
True story. DBZ, Orange Piccolo, and Gohan and Cape both have a chance at a chase.
Yeah.
Plus the Black Clover Licht with sword.
Great.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Again, amazing.
Funko Shop also dropped a new Funko Fusion exclusive, which was Spiderhead from The Thing.
That's all right.
It's creepy.
It's creepy, but I'm not surprised it didn't sell out.
I do wish that they had done a line of the Thing Pops that weren't Fusion, so that the Thing is on the top and not on the bottom of the box.
It
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I do like all of the stuff from John Carpenter's The Thing. Scarefair is back. The exclusives dropped online and in Hot Topic stores yesterday, and they included the Bloody Ghostface, Art the Clown, Leatherface, Evil Ash, all that stuff. Here's what pissed me off. I got real mad.
All right.
Because we knew there was going to be an Art the Clown Terrifier soda. And there were leaked photos, and there was like a chase sticker on the can. And people were like, well, that can't be.
Like on the outside of the can?
That can't be right. And then it was confirmed on Thursday that through another leaked photo that it is, in fact, the first Funko soda to have a full-on yellow chase sticker like a pop on the f***ing can.
Why would you do that?
Defeating the purpose.
Is it on the plastic?
I'm going to get heated. It's on the can with the Scarefair sticker.
So it's inside.
So I don't even know if there is plastic because it's on the can. So I don't even know if it's on the or it's on the can and then it would be wrapped in plastic, or did they stop wrapping the plastic because it doesn't matter anymore? I'm going to get heated.
Plastic costs money.
They put the...
We got to put that money into QR codes.
They put the chase sticker on. I'm sorry for cursing. They put all the chase stickers on the outside of the can, defeating the purpose of nobody's going to buy the common. Nobody's going to buy it sitting on the shelf if they know the bloody chase is in a specific can.
But if you think about it, it's probably going to make it easier to find a chase.
But
I'm just saying, you're saving money now. You don't gotta buy a bunch of cans, and you also don't gotta be that.
But then nobody's going to buy the other cans. Nobody's going to buy the regular one.
Yeah, but now you don't have the stains that are sitting there opening all the cans to find a chase.
We got to stop that bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'm just...
That's probably why they're doing this.
It's probably why they're doing it, because, yes, assholes will go into retail stores, open all the cans to find the chase, and leave everything just open there on the shelf.
Yeah.
I get that, but you should be policing that better. We talked about it in the past.
They should bring a team in.
No, putting cans behind the counter.
You know what they should do? They're not making cans anymore. Who gives a
They're only doing exclusive cans.
Cans are done. Cans are done.
Well, this puts the nail in the coffin, man.
The coffin was already nailed shut.
You put the chase sticker on the outside of the can, it eliminates the point of having a common and a chase.
There's a better chance of Armie Hammer getting another starring movie than Soda's making a reboot. It's never coming back. I'm telling you. Like, they're done. Cans are done. Sorry, Funko.
This just made me mad.
They're so done.
Nobody's going to even buy the common can anymore if they know they have no chance at the chase.
No.
The fun part is
Did you see,
opening
by the way,
can.
did you actually see the price of the cans wholesale on the distributor?
The Canadian distributor?
Yeah,
No,
did you?
I didn't see
well,
the
I
price.
did. And I just was like, you guys are all on every amount of crack.
Well, they were going up the last time that we...
They are ridiculous now.
Right.
Like, why are anybody buying those cans?
This is ridiculous. Anyway, I got real mad. I got real mad about that.
All right.
Coming soon in the Funko world,
All right.
Wicked, the musical movie that's going to take the world by storm.
Sure.
They announced all the pops, and the Funko Shop actually shared two of the new exclusives. Their Diamond and Glitter.
Sure.
A Glinda in Nightgown, Diamond Hot Topic exclusive, and the Elf Abba Amazon Glitter exclusive.
All right.
That's the green evil wicked witch.
Sure.
There will be a Funko Shop exclusive. Jeff Goldblum is the wizard.
I don't know.
You had me at Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, once I knew Jeff Goldblum's in this, I'm probably still not going to watch it, but I'm just glad he's in it.
I'm not surprised.
Is this a movie or is this like an actual musical?
So the musical, the Broadway musical, turned into a movie.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this will be a movie.
So Jeff Goldblum's not actually doing
And they're doing it in two
musical.
parts.
2 parts?
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum might sing. It's a musical.
Why are they doing it in 2? Why they're gonna Lord of the Rings this stuff?
They're gonna part 1 at this, I believe, November.
Part 2 is... We already know what part 2 is.
Yeah, the house drops on the bitch. Like, what are we talking
The
about?
beginning of the actual Wizard of Oz.
Like, what are we talking about
It's
here?
a prequel. But if you've seen the musical, then you're gonna know.
All right.
Anyway, 3 new pops for Moana 2.
Sure.
Disney also had Robin Hood, a BAM exclusive, Alan Adale, the cock of the walk, baby, the rooster from Robin Hood. It's such a cool pop.
That's a cool pop.
Playing his mandolin or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you props on that pop.
That's a cool one.
I'll give you props on that.
That's one of those things, like, we got excited about the New York Comic Con because I was like, oh yeah, that Looney Tunes, the witch Hazel, right? I was like, those characters that you forgot about.
Yeah.
And the Alan Adale rooster from Robin Hood was like, oh yeah, he just walks out, just starts singing.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Maybe they'll put a
great
QR
pop.
code on that one.
4 new Wallace and Gromit pops are coming.
People love Wallace and Gromit.
I also am super excited about these. I couldn't be more excited. If you love BTS,
Which we know you all
do you remember when we did they did the BTS as Minions?
Oh, that was great.
Well, now
Yeah.
BTS as Toy Story characters.
We've been about time. Like
Right?
about time.
They listened to our petition.
I could not wait for this. This is a no-brainer. Absolutely.
Anyway, I'm gonna give this.
Are
one
they
a-
individuals or is it a 7
Oh,
pack?
individuals. You
7
gotta buy
pack for
all of them.
$149.99. You know?
7 BTS as. By the way, when you're harmonizing in a group, like
Yeah.
all boy bands,
Yeah.
in the history of time,
Yeah.
3, 4, or 5. Why does BTS need 7?
And by the way,
7 members.
do you think it caused a big riff in the band when they're like, who's going to be Woody? Who's going to be Buzz?
yeah.
And then the fat one is Ham.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about?
What's going on?
I'm not that fat.
Why do I have to be
Why
Ham?
do I have to be Ham?
There is a Ham one, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Maybe you should cut back on the pizza.
There's also in the music, they're doing a Ice Spice, and she's just in a G-string holding stacks of money. I find that funny, but I also feel like if we're going to do pop rocks, why have we not done the Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah.
Why have we not done Dr. Dre?
Yeah. Who wants
Like-
Ice Spice?
Ice Spice is why? Why are we doing it? There was also the Coachella Ice Spice one, I think, pre-ordered a while back. It's just a common Ice Spice, but nobody wants this.
This is making the QR code sound like a good idea.
We're gonna.
Doja Cat.
Yeah.
That's also one. There was
Yeah.
a Flock Doja Cat, but anyway, Ice Spice, nope. Pokemon Center did a new. They're doing the pearlescent version.
What's Pokemon Center?
It's B Money. Could you take that one?
It's like the main store in Japan. Like it's called.
Oh,
Oh, there's an actual
the game, the Pokemon Center is where you go to heal the Pokemon.
gotcha.
there's an actual physical store, or
a-
this is it's a fictional store.
Have
This is a
you
real
been
store.
there?
It's a real store
In Japan.
in Japan.
Is there stores in North America?
I think there might be one, but the best one is.
In Japan.
In Japan.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
Pokemon Center has been doing nonstop pearlescent versions of all Pokemon.
Yeah,
This one is Cubone,
gotcha.
which love the name.
Yeah.
I love Cubone.
Yeah,
No MVP.
6 new Friends Pops. These ones look great. I
Yeah.
love Joey Superman.
yeah.
Also Ross as the holiday armadillo.
That's funny.
We remember this going back where he's trying to explain Hanukkah to his son.
Yeah.
And he dressed up as the holiday armadillo.
It's funny. It's funny.
That's awesome.
I'll give you points on
I
that.
like Friends Pops. 5 new Arcane Pops. It's a show based on a video game.
Sure.
We saw sneak peeks at new glams this week. Also, SpongeBob Pop Ride, Invisible Boatmobile. I didn't watch enough SpongeBob. I don't get.
People were real excited for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch really any.
So I don't know
Mermaid
much
Man
about
and
it.
Barnacle Boy.
Yeah.
Reminds
Two
me-
of them.
Reminds me of Cabin Boy.
Underrated Chris Elliott classic from the early 90s.
David Letterman.
David Letterman cameos in it. It's called Cabin Boy.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Classic.
Star Wars is doing not an exclusive, a common Stormtrooper comic cover.
Sure.
But I really like the shading on, like, the last one was the Darth Vader.
Yeah.
They've done the Boba Fett one. They're doing the same sort of shading on the Stormtrooper. I like how these look.
All right.
There's going to be 2 new bronzed One Piece 25th anniversary specialty series pops, a Luffy and a Zoro. These will be the first pops after New York Comic Con to have the new QR codes.
Amazing.
Now, if you're not familiar, we brought it up during our New York Comic Con show. We are doing a full show about the stupid QR codes. So stay tuned for that episode. It's dropping later this week. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
2 new pops for Red One, the Christmas movie. That'll be. Oh, who's doing it? Oh, it was going to be Prime, but it'll actually be in theaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm into the movie because it looks. I'm into Christmas movies, but I don't know about these pops.
So one thing I noticed that
I don't think people want these
J.K. Simmons as Santa,
Yeah.
and you got The Rock,
Yeah.
but Chris Pine
Chris
is
Evans.
sorry, one of the handsome Chris's.
One of the other Chris's.
Which Chris?
Evans.
Not Pratt,
No,
Not Pine.
Captain America.
not Hemsworth.
No.
Cap.
Captain America.
And so it's Evans.
It's Evans.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of the handsome Chris's.
Yeah.
He's not a Funko Pop for Red One.
Yeah.
Even though he's equal billing with The Rock.
That's weird. Yeah.
I thought that was odd.
I'm excited for the movie. I just don't think anybody wants pops, but just me.
Should this be in theaters, or do you think it should just be streaming?
I mean, they streamed Red Notice and all that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised. They're making another Red Notice, eh? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
I'm
don't-
actually shocked because I didn't think Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
wanted to work with The Rock again.
I don't know. I'm not sure
Anyway.
about that. But anyways, yeah, I don't. I mean, it's a Christmas movie. Throw it in there for a little bit. Doesn't
right.
do well, then whatever.
We're going to see 2 pops from Red One. This one I couldn't be more excited about, and that's because I think it's one of the, if not the best movies ever made in the history of time.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the 30th anniversary of the Shawshank Redemption in 2024. And so they're doing a Andy Dufresne and a Morgan Freeman. That is awesome.
Yeah, it definitely is by far the best movie about tunneling through to your own freedom.
That's not, I don't think, the message of the movie. But,
Oh, that's the whole message I got.
I think it's an amazing movie, and I'm glad that they are doing pops for the 30th
I
anniversary.
love the movie. I'm still like, I know we talked about it on a show once.
Yeah.
But now that we actually are getting them, I'm just not sure there's a huge market for these.
Arguable.
I don't know. I don't know who wants these.
In the comments,
Yeah.
you guys tell us. I think people want this. I think
Yeah.
people our age,
Yeah.
people who are like,
Old.
oh, sure,
Yeah.
that remember how insanely good it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
And if it had not been in the same year as Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction, it would have won Best Picture.
I know.
And 1,000% it would have won Best
I'm
Picture.
not arguing with you. I just don't know if the pops are.
And I'll give Funko credit for pulling back and not doing the Warden and doing
Oh, the Warden was-
Clancy Brown as the
Oh, Clancy Brown was the warden.
no the Warden he was the head guard.
Oh no, he's the head guard. Yeah.
Bob, who he was the bad guy in Ace Ventura too.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Upton, Unton.
Yeah, you didn't need all the characters. You only needed
You
Red.
just did Andy and Red.
That's all you needed. Yeah.
You didn't do all this supplemental
Yeah.
prisoners.
Yeah.
You know, it was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad they stuck it to just the 2.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah. All right.
I'm excited about these.
All right. So
3 new Target 8-bit Sonic Pops are coming. There's so many Sonic Pops coming up, and Sonic for the movie. These are Sonic for the game. And they're doing 8-bit. Not a fan of 8-bit at all. We've talked about that in the past. But they are doing a Target exclusive flocked Sonic with Chaos with a Pop Buddy. That exclusive looks good.
At least Sonic was an 8-bit character in a video game.
He was technically 8-bit at the I just don't, I'm not a fan of the 8-bit Pops. I get,
Running side pose would be kinda cool.
that's not what they're doing.
I don't know.
There's pictures. Yeah.
I'm not an 8-bit fan, but whatever.
On October 6th, Target Ninja Turtle exclusives. We've seen leaks of these in the past. They're coming out now.
They're okay.
A Leo, a Shredder, and a Bullseye Target dog in Leonardo mask with a chase that's Donatello. That to me is pretty cool.
Yeah, all right.
And then later
All
they'll
right.
do Mikey, and the chase will be Raphael.
Nah.
But they're not releasing that with this one.
I'm going with yeah.
If you're into ad icons and Ninja Turtles, that's a banger.
So, like,
A long time ago, it was leaked. It's actually going to come out October 4th.
They had to get.
Sorry, 6th.
They had to push out those 8-bit first.
Also, the next Funko NFTs were announced. The first one up, G.I. Joe, this Tuesday, October 8th.
Yeah, but there's no Snake Eyes.
No Snake Eyes.
No redeemable Snake Eyes.
No.
oh yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Right? Arguably the coolest looking character. Or
Yeah.
one of the.
Character people care about.
Yeah,
Love Snake Eyes.
it's his best character.
So,
What about Storm Shadow?
Yeah.
is there a Storm Shadow? I didn't actually look up
No.
the redeemables.
No,
But what are the redeemables?
not those ones. You know.
But I would say Snake Eyes for sure. They should have done Snake Eyes.
All right.
But those are coming out on Tuesday. I should announce this now because B Money is away for 6 weeks on vacation.
Yep.
So
Destination wedding
we won't be able.
in the Windsor,
It's the paradise of Southern
paradise
Ontario.
of Ontario.
Sorry, what are the redeemables?
Firefly,
Firefly,
Yeah.
Flint,
Flint.
Yeah.
Lady J,
Yeah.
Okay.
and Freddy as Duke.
Oh, they're only doing 4.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's going to be limited packs. Then.
It's hot garbage.
20,000 packs?
Yeah. Hot garbage.
Okay.
Hot garbage.
But maybe they're learning their lesson from the last drop that didn't sell out.
Yeah, but those redeemables suck.
They should have done a Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Of course, that's the only reason to do.
But I
G.I.
should
Joe.
be, because we've had a lot of shows recently where we buy our packs, we open them for you guys on camera. We will still buy the G.I. Joe packs, but we won't be able to open them on camera for you guys because B Money's away.
Why wouldn't you do a Destro?
Totally. Yeah, all of metallic and shit.
Yeah, all these pops are the same.
It's not, the redeemables could have been better, but maybe that's a good thing. They're only doing 20K packs.
Whatever. You know what I also...
You could have sold out. They were all bangers.
Yeah, make them bangers. These are all suck.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, whatever. Also, I heard today, I
Okay.
don't know if you saw this, Target is re-releasing the Blacklight Spider-Man not in the t-shirt box.
Why?
Individually. Exactly. Why would you do that?
And the value on that pop is high.
And because you had to get the t-shirt box.
Yeah.
They're releasing it solo.
Re-releasing it solo without the shirt.
Flying solo.
No.
Doing now with some GameStop stuff from like 5 years ago.
No.
Yeah, well, they took
Thank you.
GameStop took those Deadpool boxes that were super cool. Remember the shark eating Deadpool and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, you have the seasons
yeah,
ones.
seasons one,
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
selling them individually.
Yeah. It takes the point out of buying the box.
They
the
probably didn't
mystery
sell the
box.
boxes, so they took them out of the boxes.
Open them all up.
Yeah, took the shirts out, drove those across the parking lot to Five Below, and then put the pops, shipped the pops to GameStop. You know, like.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that's Funko News, everybody.
All right. And in entertainment, we called it.
We did.
Wild Robot took the
Yeah.
box office. Not as much as you thought. It only made 35.7. I think the
I'm
reason
shocked by that.
it didn't make as much as everyone thought
Okay.
is that every character was voiced from a character from Cheers. And I don't think enough kids resonate with Sam Malone as much as they thought.
Ted Danson
I love
was
Ted
the Wild
Danson.
Robot.
I love Becker,
I think you're
but
getting.
that's why I think it bombed.
I think you shouldn't get all of your entertainment news from the Cheers podcast because
I watch it
that-
nonstop.
It is. That's
Norman
not true.
Cliff. Are you sure? All right. It still made 35 mil is decent.
That movie.
Yeah.
And it's insanely good.
Yeah.
It's getting nothing but rave reviews. It had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like this movie didn't make as much as it should have.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should have been a $70 million opening weekend.
All right. I don't think it got a lot of average. Like, I don't think they marketed it very well.
I think that my biggest thing was the time of release.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing this in the beginning of fall.
Mm-hmm.
You typically release this movie in the summer when kids are out of school,
Mm-hmm.
or like Mario going into Easter long weekend or Thanksgiving long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You need a time where you can drive families to theaters,
Mm-hmm.
or this should have been a summer release when kids were on summer vacation.
Sure.
That I think ruined. Like I'm actually sad for the movie because I saw it opening weekend with my kids and it was good, and I don't think.
I was there too.
And B Money happened to be there.
Yep.
By the way, who gets f***ing Raisinets anymore? This guy. I'm just bugging him.
Twizzlers.
I'm bugging him. Who gets Raisinets?
Twizzlers are a solid get.
Twizzlers are
And then you
solid.
bite the ends off. You don't want to make it a
Solid
straw.
choice.
You know?
Solid choice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They were fresh.
I'm mad because I think it deserves a bigger audience, and this was a very tame opening weekend. It came in first, but that's not a lot.
Well, it'll be streaming right away.
But it is good. Go see it. Take your kids. One funny thing that made me laugh, and I think it had jokes for adults and kids, is one of the characters is Beaver. Instead of saying bullshit, which you can't say in a kids movie,
I don't know. You can.
he said male bovine excrement as a way to like shut someone down.
Yeah.
It's like, that's male bovine excrement. And I just
Was the character's name actually just Beaver?
laughed. I don't know if he had a name. No, they all had names.
Yeah, I'm like, you just call him Beaver, did they?
Oh, also, by the
was
way,
he a beaver?
he was a beaver. They had names. But it bothered me too that Mark Hamill voiced the bear because he actually didn't speak until the last 5 minutes of the movie.
yeah.
And I'm like, how much did you pay Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
to voice the angry bear?
Yeah.
And he doesn't even say a line until 10 minutes left in the movie.
That's what.
Mark Hamill's just sitting there.
That's what Star Wars does for you.
Woo!
I ain't,
Anyway,
I ain't doing dick.
It should have made more money.
All right. Well, Beetlejuice dropped to 2. They still made 16 mil,
Yeah.
which puts it probably
It had a $100 million opening weekend. This
Up
is
there.
week 3 or week 4. No, it was 3 weeks at number 1, so this was 4 weeks.
And Transformers dropped to 3rd with 9.1 million.
Yeah, and I don't feel that's getting a lot of due as well. And
Yeah.
that one's going to really tank.
Yeah.
I think Wild Robot will still make money in the long run, but this one is going to take a hit. And I heard nothing but good things about Transformers 1.
Seeing
Yeah.
it this weekend.
Nice. Well, speaking of tanking, Megalopolis, new Francis McDormand movie.
Francis Ford Coppola.
That's the one.
she won an Oscar for Fargo.
That's the one. That's
he
the one I was
directed The
thinking.
Godfather.
Same.
Okay.
Got released, limited release, 1,800 theaters. It did 4 million, and the budget was 120 million.
That is really bad.
120 mil.
I'm actually shocked it was only 120.
So 4 mil. It's going to take a little bit longer than they expect to make the money back on budget. I'd say
Yeah.
probably a little extra, like 4 to
But
7
then also,
years.
why do a limited release? Just put it out there and try and make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
They also didn't market it nearly as enough as they should. And critics are completely like, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
You either, I don't get this and this is a mess, I don't even understand it,
Right.
or this is the genius of Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
There is no middle ground.
I think the best way to make your money back right now is you re-release it in 3 months with an extended cut.
There you go.
That's how you get your money
That's
back.
how they'll do it.
They're like, we're going to answer all your questions in the extended cut.
But $4 million?
Yeah, that's not a lot of money.
That's not good.
No, they probably paid.
That's pretty bad.
That's what they paid Francis Ford Coppola to direct it.
I think, and he used a lot of his own money. I heard to get he's been wanting to make this movie forever.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be we might need to look at a Godfather 4 to try and recoup some of this
Well,
money.
that's fine. You know, you got to do what you got to do, right? Andy Garcia's still around. You know, Robert De Niro. Everybody's around. You know?
Pacino,
bring them all back. It's like Heat 2.
There you
know?
go.
Joker 2. Speaking of twos, opens this weekend. I don't think it's going to do Joker 1 money.
You know, that made $1 billion.
I don't think this is going to do $1 billion. And now, again, I think it's going to be an amazing movie. Joaquin's going to win the Oscar. They're probably going to give Lady Gaga the Oscar. It's already good, but I don't think it's going to make that kind of money.
Do you think? And let's put the money aside because I agree. I don't. Todd Phillips went full on musical for this.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the first movie, Hard R.
Yeah.
A beautiful character study about just mental health.
Yeah.
Like it is crazy. It was so good. Mm-hmm. And going full on musical, I think Lady Gaga is going to play a great Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're going to get the crazy from both of them.
Yeah.
But being a musical as well, I don't think this will do box office wise.
No.
But take the money out of it. Could Joaquin Phoenix win 2 Best Actor Oscars for playing the exact same character?
I wouldn't put
I
wouldn't put it past it. Joaquin Phoenix.
That would be huge.
Joaquin Phoenix is an amazing actor. Mm-hmm. So, and Lady Gaga is good. She's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna be awesome. But we'll see. But I don't.
see.
It's not doing a bill.
Will it become number 1 this coming week?
It will be number 1 this week.
I think it will be too.
Because Wild Robot didn't make a ton of cash. So
Okay.
it'll be number 1.
All right.
But then after that, I think people are going to be like, yeah, it was good, but it was sad. It was boring. It was a musical. And, Hugh Jackman wasn't in it, so it wasn't great.
I will like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
No,
like Greatest Showman, I was thinking.
Oh, gotcha. I do feel like you think anything that makes money is...
Did he sing in Deadpool Wolverine?
No, but he was in a movie that made money. I thought that's
everything
the
he does
angle you
makes
were
money. Come on.
Greatest Showman.
Speaking of Swordfish.
I will say this, the one thing for people worried about it being a musical, I believe the only musical parts take place in Joker's head. It's not real.
Yeah, it's not full.
The full musical, though, the musical parts take place in his head. The things that happened in Joker, it's debatable what was real and what wasn't. And inciting the riot. And I think we'll get a clearer picture on the Joker 1 with Joker 2. But the musical scenes I heard only take place in his imagination. Anyway,
it's not going to make a bill. Speaking of make a billion, the new Robert Eggers Nosferatu is guaranteed to make a bill. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because they did what every horror movie should do. When you are writing that script, you go, what do we need? We need a Sarsgaard. And they got the Sarsgaard.
When you're looking for the creepiest son of a bee, you need, when you're looking for a Pennywise, when you're looking for anything creepy, you get Bill Skarsgård.
That's just your go-to.
So they're
so
like,
it's a guaranteed money.
We need a Nosferatu, but we need somebody who's super creepy. And they're like, Willem Dafoe. No, he's in it.
Yeah.
But he's too old. Skarsgård.
That's it.
And the funny thing is...
And he's always in character.
Robert Eggers also directed The Northman. Did you ever see that one with Alexander Skarsgård?
No.
Bill's older brother?
That's the guy from True Blood.
The True Blood guy. The Jack dude.
Yeah.
Imagine them shooting that movie and then Eggers going... And Alexander's like, what's going on, man? And Eggers is like, I'm having a lot of trouble in my next project. I'm doing a remake of Nosferatu. I'm looking for the creepiest motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I need somebody so creepy, it's going to give people nightmares. And I just can't, all the casting, it's not working.
Yeah.
And Alexander goes, I got somebody for you. Let me just make a call here.
Rhymes with...
My brother Bill.
What the hell rhymes with Sarsgaard?
It rhymes with another Skarsgård.
You know, he's just sitting in his agent's office going, can I get a fucking rom-com?
Yeah. Can I get something where I'm the leading guy? No, you're creepy.
Yeah.
You're going to be creepy.
Can I get something? Even I could play like second banana, like
comedy?
like a best friend that comes to the wedding or whatever. And
No.
everybody's just like, this
Unless
guy's
that
great.
wedding's haunted.
I win over the parents, and everything. And I save the day. They're like, no.
Are you coming out of a sewer?
I could be
and you're the guy.
I could be a baker and the cake gets knocked over and I remake the cake and I save the day.
Yeah, and it's called the baker.
If you make the cake out of human body parts, then yes, you could be that baker. That's the only way you're getting in this rom-com.
You'll never, ever start a rom-com.
That is it. Are they making a rom-com starring Jeffrey Dahmer? Because if they are, you're playing the lead.
You're in.
That's all there is to it. So,
all right. Yeah, the new trailer for the new Nosferatu dropped and it looks creepy.
Yeah.
I like Robert Eggers. Skarsgård's always creepy, so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's also the trailer for the new ballerina movie. So how do you feel about this?
I felt like it kicked ass. B Money had his thoughts where she doesn't look like she could be that physically violent and win those fights. I will watch anything with Ana de Armas. I even watched that horrible Ben Affleck straight to Prime Video.
Oh yeah, that movie was horrible.
It was, but I'll watch it because she's in it.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't remember what it was called.
I don't know. It was pretty
It
dark.
was so dark.
It was pretty dark.
but it was bad.
Yeah, I was into it though.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
What's that?
Ghosted. Her and Chris Evans. That was
Ghosted.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Like,
I didn't
I'll-
even finish that.
that shit off.
Yeah.
I will watch anything with Ana de Armas in it.
Yeah.
However, I actually think this does look good. I also love that John Wick himself does a cameo. Ballerina is a John Wick spinoff.
Yeah.
I think it's got a early sort of like that the Black Widow training backstory kind of thing to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm in.
it's cool.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it because I also like John Wick movies.
Nice. And nobody wants this, which is hilarious that we're saying this, is the actual show.
Yeah.
Premiered on Netflix. B Money says it's really great.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna watch it.
I wanted to watch it because
Yeah.
it was Kristen Bell. And I'm glad it's doing well and people love it because if you had a title for a show, nobody wants this. That's just giving critics all the ammo they need to hit on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks good and lots of good reviews since it dropped. So gonna check that out.
Also, Scream 7 is back on February 26th.
Yeah, they
And Nev
announced-
Campbell is back. This one's a cool one. They launched them into space in a Fiero.
No, that's the Fast and the
That's
Furious.
fast. That's
Yeah.
fast. That's Octane 6. Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna keep running with these Scream movies, eh?
We're gonna keep doing them.
Well, why not?
People keep watching them.
Yeah.
So Scream 7, and Nev Campbell just celebrated her 51st birthday the other day.
Awesome.
Which is really cool.
Nice.
We did have some sad news.
Sad news, yes. We lost Maggie Smith, who is McGonagall from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Which I don't know who that is, but that's...
And she was, here's a throwback.
Yeah.
You're too young to know this.
Yeah.
She was Mother Superior in the Sister Act movies with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I don't remember those movies.
You don't remember Sister Act?
I remember the movie, but I don't remember actually seeing the movie.
Good.
I mean, who doesn't love Whoopi?
She was Mother Superior.
Yeah. And we lost John Amos. Coming to America.
Yeah.
Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
You know?
He was in the original Roots miniseries.
Yeah.
He is John Amos. And it was funny because somebody said, John Amos died. And I was like, just make sure you didn't say John Stamos.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you say John
Yeah.
Stamos? No, it was John Amos.
Oh, it was John Stamos. There would be a...
Yeah. So
people would banks would close.
John Amos, if you don't know the actor, he's got such a distinctive voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I always loved him in... I know he's had other roles, but Die Hard 2...
Wasn't he in Good Times?
Yeah, he was on Good Times.
He was in Good Times too. Yeah, I loved
like
it.
John
Die Hard
Amos.
too. He was great in Die Hard
Yeah.
too, and he was great in Coming to America too. The McDowells.
The McDowells.
McDowells. Yeah. So funny.
Him explaining why he's different from McDonald's.
Yeah, why he's got this Big Mac's different. Yeah.
And we lost. This wasn't like right now, but
Yeah.
also James Earl Jones just passed away.
Yeah, that's also sucked,
from
yeah.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
So both
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, that was some sad news this weekend. I didn't really want to end the entertainment section on this note, but
I thought we would leave that to the end. That's why I kind of was like, why do you want to put that in the middle? Like,
just kind of a we sandwiched the bad news with some good stuff.
Well, in good news, Arsenio Hall's still alive.
Yes, and
So-
everyone should be very happy
So
about
Coming
that.
to America cast are still around,
Some of them are still
and the guy with the soul glow.
we'll end I finally got you to watch the TV series From.
Yeah.
So you're actually ahead of me.
Yeah,
now.
it's creepy as shit.
But season 3 just premiered last week
Mm-hmm.
on Paramount Plus, and I had recommended the show. Somebody else on last week, What's Poppin', commented, and shout out to that person. They got into it because of our recommendation,
Yeah.
and they're binging the crap out of it as well. They're in season 2 right now, and season 3 just premiered. Great show.
I find their opening theme song is very True Bloodish.
It is very True Blood.
I'm like, is there a correlation? Are the producers kind of True Blood?
They're doing
kinda?
a super creepy version of Que Sera Sera.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
And all the blood splatter on the wall. Like, it's a good title sequence.
It's super stuck in my head too.
Yeah.
It's like
It's super creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Skarsgård maybe wrote the theme.
he produced the theme song. Yeah, sang it in his bathtub, full of lamb's blood.
And in sports, just a bit offside with kdogandfish, the Major League Baseball playoffs are here, ladies
This
and
is actually the
gentlemen.
most exciting part of this whole
That's
season.
all I care about.
You gotta get through the whole 162 games.
So long.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
let's play the same team 4 days in a row. Nope.
Yeah.
Playoffs are what it's all about. October baseball.
Yeah.
So the American League Astros lost in the first round, but it's shocking to the 6th seed. The Tigers are on fire.
Okay.
Have you heard this?
I haven't really been paying
The
attention.
Detroit Tigers were like 70-70 at one point,
Mm-hmm.
and have just been on a freaking heater.
Yeah.
To finish off the season, and that continued into the playoffs, knocking off the Astros.
Yeah.
It swept them in the first round, and they're now going to face the 2 seed, the Guardians, who had a bye. The Kansas City Royals, also the underdog, knocked off the Orioles, and will now take on the Yankees.
Cool.
The National League, the Mets Brewers series at the time of recording still isn't over. The winner will take on the Phillies in the next round, and the Padres beat the Atlanta Braves. They now take on Shohei Ohtani and the LA Dodgers in the next round.
That's exciting.
I love playoff baseball.
I
Regular
love it.
season, unless I'm at physically, I went to a Blue Jays game
Yeah.
this past season.
Yeah.
Live regular season sporting event, no problem. Now, you can get me to watch a regular season baseball game on TV. That's just not my jam.
Yeah.
Playoffs, I'm in.
Yeah.
It's really do or die, especially the first round is the best of 3. It's over quick.
Yeah, they
And
play it
then
in one day.
Yeah, it's
They got a
Back-
morning, an
back to
afternoon, and
back.
a night game. Let's get planes gassed up. Let's get out of here. I have a system. So I have a system when the playoffs start.
Yeah.
I stick to my system.
Okay.
And it works well. It works. So
Okay.
Yeah, basically it rarely fails. So
Okay.
I ignore every playoff round until the World Series. And then I find out who the favorite is, and I bandwagon on that
he
team.
bandwagon that too.
And then I've been cheering for them for the entire year, and I just all over Twitter, just like, yes, I've been pulling for these guys all season.
I've been pulling for these guys.
So maybe the Detroit Tigers are the team I've been going for.
there
the
you
whole,
go.
Yeah,
Go for
great.
the underdog.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Also in Major League Baseball news, we lost an absolute legend, Pete Rose. The same day we lost 2 sporting legends. Pete Rose passed away, and Dikembe Mutombo of the
That
NBA.
sucks. Yeah.
One of the best ever blocker defensive players in the history of the NBA.
Yeah.
He was also a great personality.
Well, and he did a lot for
He did a lot for charities.
humanitarian.
Yeah.
He's very
Dikembe is an
crazy
awesome
humanitarian.
dude.
Yeah.
So that was sad news. Pete Rose, on the other hand, banned from baseball for life for betting on baseball. Ironically, now sport betting is legal.
He's everywhere.
And
Yeah.
it's everywhere. And Major League Baseball has an official sports betting partner.
Yeah.
I would think now that he is dead, because it was a lifetime ban, that he should be put into the Hall of Fame. That's just my own personal
He probably should have
opinion.
been put in the Hall of Fame while he was alive.
Should have been doing it, because also something I learned listening to Mad Dog Sports Radio was the gambling scandal came when he was the manager, not a player. Him as a player in the Hall of Fame should have been 1,000%, even with an asterisk on the plaque in Cooperstown that said banned for gambling or
You
whatever.
know, Cito Gaston was filling out those pro lines every Saturday morning. You know, is it Gaston or
Don't
whatever?
dirty
Gaston?
Cito Gaston.
Gaston.
Don't sully his
Yeah,
reputation.
you know, he was just like, oh, yeah,
But do you know how many pieces of shit or like human, like Ty Cobb is in the Hall of Fame?
there's a lot of baseball's got some.
Come on.
They got a checkered past.
Got a lot of skeletons in your closet.
They had
So let Pete Rose.
they hosted some Diddy parties.
Now that that's not legal.
Allegedly.
That's a legend. I would say that now that it was a lifetime ban. Now that he has passed away, put him in as a player. He never his gambling scandal was at the time when he was a manager and didn't bet on his team. It was other things. Kick him out.
I agree.
Ban him. Fire him. He's banned from baseball for life. I get that at the time.
Yeah.
This day and age, as a player, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Two baseball players swapped wives.
Oh, that is a true story.
That is a true story.
That is a true story.
Like that's more. We
They
should be.
literally just said,
they just
yeah,
said,
we're
like-
gonna marry or have children, full families.
Yeah.
And they're swapped wives.
They both went out to the same restaurant for dinner, and they just went home with each other's wives, and then they just moved on. Like we should be talking about that more than anything else.
Are either of those two in the Hall of Fame?
Well,
That's interesting.
Hall of Fame of like
Of being a dude.
that's a move. Like how do you pull that off? You know?
How do you convince the
How do you
wives?
explain that to your family come Christmas morning? Here's your new mom. Remember Wendy?
Yeah, do you
know?
remember Uncle Greg? He's
She
with
lives up
Mom
the
now.
street. She always got you those awesome Christmas gifts. Guess what? She's your mom now.
All right, let's get into the NFL. We won't get into all of last week's games just because there's just not enough time.
Yeah.
But I found it absolutely comical that the Broncos beat the Jets at home.
I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers.
10-9.
That fourth was. I was watching the fourth, and I was like
Horrible.
messaging you, going, "There's nobody
And
running.
it was in New York.
There was nobody running the right routes. It was crazy.
Horrible. And
Yeah.
I think Robert Saleh is going to get fired.
Oh yeah, he's so fired.
He's on a short list of coaches who are on a real thin, short rope.
Oh yeah, Nathaniel
Nick
Hackett
Sirianni,
is carrying his bags.
Sirianni, and also Doug Peterson.
Oh, Doug Pearson's
And
definitely.
Dallas,
No,
Mike
Mike
McCarthy.
Oh yeah, no. There's gonna be a lot of fire.
Jags are
coaches.
0-4. Yeah. So
Yeah, the Jags are bad. Like
also-
everyone loves Doug Peterson. Universally across
yeah,
the NFL, Doug
absolutely.
Peterson. Everyone loves Doug Peterson.
but he's 0-4.
But it's not good.
Also, before we get into week 5 games and predictions, Devontae Adams requested a trade from the Raiders.
You knew this was coming.
He is very unhappy, requested the trade, and they're saying as far as the salary cap, there's only 4 teams that can afford him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Cowboys, the Jets, the Commanders, and was it the Saints? No, he wants to go.
He wants to go to the
Saints.
Saints.
There was another team that
Dallas
could be
Jets,
in the mix.
Commanders.
There's 4 teams that were in the mix, but I can't remember.
Can't remember the other one.
But he wants the Jets or the Saints to work with Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr, and they're both, supposedly good teams.
I don't think they're going to win their.
And the Raiders
they won't win their
second
conferences.
round pick.
I mean, maybe the Jets. I don't know. Whatever.
The most likely, I think, would be the Jets. But,
hopefully, someone jumps on it right away. Don't wait till November 5th because that's a trade deadline. So let's just get this done. Okay.
Now our predictions: Week 5, they're the start of the bye weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lions, Titans, my Eagles, and the Chargers are all on a bye this week.
Yeah.
It's also the first England overseas game. We'll get into that. First Thursday night game. At the time of recording, we don't know the outcome. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield on the road against Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons.
I think it's a big good game.
That would be a good game.
I'm in.
The Bucs are hot and cold.
Yeah.
Same with actually the Falcons.
Falcons too. Yeah.
So I kind of give the Falcons an edge because it's at home.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they would get Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts involved. I don't understand. You guys went out, got Kirk Cousins because you couldn't get anything going offensively with these major weapons.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts had 0 catches last week.
They got a team.
Like, do something.
Yeah, they got a team. They're
I think
getting
they're
there.
2-2 right now.
They're getting there.
But
They're
Tampa
getting
Bay,
there.
it'll be an interesting game. We don't
You'll
know
meet
the
her.
outcome. You'll meet her.
Yeah, you're getting there.
So Sunday games, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We have our first London game, and it's actually a good game.
That's a good game.
The Jets are playing the Vikings.
Yes.
There's only 2 teams undefeated right now.
Yeah.
The Vikings and the Chiefs.
Got to beat the Vikings. Let's go. Let's do this.
You're rooting for Rodgers on this one.
Of course, I'm rooting for Rodgers.
Because Green Bay,
I don't want
they
Vikings
lost
to
to
win.
the Vikings last week.
But it was close. That game was close.
It was a good game.
We were down 28-0.
And Jordan Love is back.
We were 28-0. We
he
fought our
came
way
back.
back. We missed 2 field goals. If we didn't miss those field goals,
You actually would have won by a point.
there you go.
Yeah.
So,
So that brings us to the 1:00 games. You're rooting for the Jets. I actually, and I have no skin in the game as far as the NFC.
yeah,
What is that? The NFC
North. Yeah.
right? So I think the Vikings. I'm loving the Sam Darnold a bandwagon right now.
Showtime Sam, they're calling him.
That'll be interesting. 1:00 games. We got Panthers at Bears.
Who cares?
Nobody really cares about that. Ravens at Bengals. Divisional. The Bengals need a win. The Ravens destroyed
Yeah.
the Bills last week.
This could be a good game. I mean, the Bengals got to bounce back. They always start off slow. I think this is going to be a good game.
I think
the Ravens will still take it.
in a world of where meets crap.
Yeah.
We have the Tua-less Dolphins who couldn't put up. Tyreek Hill had 3 receiving yards going into the 4th quarter last week.
Yeah, it's brutal.
They have no quarterback. So Dolphins at Patriots, garbage. You almost have to give it to the Patriots at a default because of how bad the Dolphins are without Tua.
Yeah, Patriots take it.
Browns at Commanders could be actually a good game.
Commanders are Jaden
They're
Daniels.
leading the NFC
Jaden
East right
Daniels is killing it.
He's doing very well.
So I think
He could actually be taking offensive rookie of the year away from Caleb Williams.
Devontae Adams should consider that team.
The Commanders?
If he wants to play for like 3 more years, I would consider the Commanders. I would change the name back to the Washington football team. Like everybody, even Peter, what's his name? Peter, I can't remember his name. He retired. And he was on Dan Patrick yesterday, and that was the first thing he said when we started talking about the Commanders. Peter King.
Peter King.
Awesome. Love him. Great NFL analyst. He retired, but he came on Dan Patrick. He's still doing a little NFL
Commanders
stuff.
are
And right away,
horrible,
he was
man.
just like, I wish they left at the Washington football
Washington
team.
football team or football club?
Football
Either
team.
it was good.
Washington football team.
that was
Everybody
a good-
loved it.
That was fine enough.
Yeah.
Colts are on the road against the Jags, who we mentioned are 0-4. If the Jags can't beat the Colts at home, there's something wrong. They have to win this game.
Oh, there's something wrong. Right?
Or Doug Peterson's going to get fired.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
And then I think the craziest 1:00 game, and this might be the best game in all of Week 5. The Bills are on the road against the Texans. They're both 3-1.
I think the Bills are going to have
That's a game.
I think they're going to have a bounce back game.
Texans are good though.
Texans are great, but
And
I
Bills
think
are on the road.
I think the Bills are like Josh Allen's pissed. I think it's going to be a bounce back Bills
4
game.
o'clock game. Raiders at Broncos.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Devontae, they're not playing Devontae. They're going to rest him. He's not going to play at all until he's traded. They've already said that.
They said that?
Well, they have him on a hamstring industry.
Well, after the Broncos beat the Jets
Injury.
on the road, I'm going to put the Broncos ahead on this game.
Yeah.
Cardinals taking on the 2-2 49ers, who are slowly starting to get people back from injuries.
Game could be sneakily good.
Packers at Rams. How's Jordan Love going to do?
Well,
I don't think the Rams are any good.
the Rams have a lot of injury, which I'm okay with.
They have no wide receivers.
Yeah, they have no wide receivers, so that's good. So I guess
Packers can win that one.
Stafford's got to run in all the touchdowns.
And the Giants on the road against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Seahawks lost their first game of the season last week.
Yeah, because they played the first real team they've ever played, which is the Lions, who smoked them.
They smoked them pretty good.
Yeah.
So I put the Seahawks at home on that game.
Well, yeah, the Giants suck.
The Sunday night game is super interesting.
This is a good game.
Cowboys versus Steelers, and it's in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Steelers are 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields is playing great.
Yep.
I hate the Cowboys.
True.
They're on the road.
True.
They have a lot of injuries, especially on defense.
Yeah, Micah Parsons is out.
I'm rooting for the Steelers.
This is a big game. I'm rooting for the Steelers, too.
Rooting for the Steelers.
Totally. Jerry Jones, you made so many mistakes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, go get Devontae Adams.
They can.
You can. You have the money for it.
Yeah.
Go get him, because the only offensive weapon you have is CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
That's the only weapon you have. You should have got Derrick Henry.
Should have gotten Derrick Henry.
And you
Who
had them.
I didn't know
You had the money.
has a house near the Arlington
He
Stadium.
can see the stadium from his deck. Okay,
And if the fun fact is, if they hadn't dragged their heels with CD before Justin Jefferson got his deal, and dragged their heels with Dak Prescott's deal after he became before people were getting $55 million a year, they could have, if they had signed CD and Dak early, they could have afforded Derrick Henry and plus.
They could afford them both right now. Yeah. They could have got Derrick Henry, by the way, and they wouldn't have to give up Dick. They didn't have to give up a draft pick. He was unrestricted free agent.
$12 million.
You sign him for $12 million. And then all that's on Devontae's contract right now is like $14.8 million.
Yeah.
Right? The Cowboys have $27 million in cap space. That comes out to $26.8 million.
Go.
You could have both those players.
You're all set.
So
who do you take in this game?
The Steelers.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Steelers.
I want to see the Cowboys not go 12-5 for the first time since 1976.
Well, actually, no, because remember before they became every year they're 12-5.
Yeah,
we used to joke that they were 8-8.
8-8. Yeah, it was
before
always
they expanded it to a 17-week,
and then they'd be
season.
9-8.
And then they were just 9-8.
9-8. Yeah.
In the last few years, they've been 11, 12 win team.
Yeah.
But before that, they were a 500 team forever.
Yeah.
And sometimes the NFC East was so bad that they would make the playoffs at 500.
This year's not the year. This is not a 12-5 year.
If they go 500, they don't make the playoffs this year.
Oh no, no.
Monday night game is also good. The Saints, who are playing really well, taking on the 4-0 Chiefs in Arrowhead in Kansas City.
Yeah. I don't know.
How are the Chiefs still winning?
I don't know. They
are playing horrible.
They have no receivers.
They're playing. Oh, and Rashee Rice is out.
He's out.
Because Mahomes actually hyperextended his knee by accident.
Rashee Rice is out. Pacheco's got a broken leg.
Yeah.
Kelsey's not playing
He's
well.
not playing great. He doesn't have one touchdown.
Hollywood Brown is still out.
He's on IR.
Saints offense is killing it.
This will be an interesting game.
But the Chiefs will find a way to win it.
The Chiefs and the refs find a way, to win. I actually saw a guy on TikTok. He's unboxing my new Chiefs jersey, and he opens the box. Yeah. He opens it up, pulls it out, and it's a ref's checker.
Oh, that's hilarious, yeah.
But anyway, all the joking aside, the Chiefs get their calls. They also get calls that don't get called. It's fine.
They're going to find a way to win.
But they find a way to win, even if this is Patrick Mahomes' worst 4-week start to a season ever.
Yeah.
He has worse stats than you could. He has 6 interceptions in 4 games.
Yeah.
He's never had that
through
the first 4 weeks of a season. So how they're 4-0 is beyond me.
Yeah, but remember last season.
Yeah, they didn't play great last
They were
season.
horrible. Remember they got blown out by the Broncos like in December? Was
They
it?
had to go on the
Christmas,
road.
or was it the Raiders?
The Raiders.
The Raiders blew them out, not the Broncos. But yeah, like, yeah. So I don't
Find
know.
a way to win, man.
They just find a way to win. But
So-
this one's going to be a tough one.
This is a tough win. The Saints are no joke this year.
Yeah.
So that'll be a great Monday night game. I would like to see the Chiefs lose this one. I'm going to take the Saints on the road.
I think Kelsey's going to have to step this one up.
He doesn't have one touchdown.
This is the game, Kelsey. We get it.
Not even one.
Everyone's got the Super Bowl hangover. You won back to back, but this is
Now
the game.
they want the 3.
You want the 3-peat. This is the game that Kelsey's got to step it up.
All right.
I'm looking for 3 touchdowns out of Kelsey.
He needs a touchdown. He doesn't have one single touchdown.
Needs 3. This is the game.
And to end the sports section and the show, update on Fantasy Football League versus fans. We lost again, and I'm going to tell you why we lost. We have
the refs.
no. Josh Allen got trampled by the Ravens, and our number 1 wide receiver is Tyreek Hill.
Nah.
With Tua, that's not a problem. We're
Yeah.
talking about probably offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
No, he had 3 receiving yards going into the fourth quarter. Almost no fantasy points.
And who's the quarterback from Miami?
Now it was Tyler Huntley, the backup from the Ravens last year or the year before.
I thought it was Skylar Thompson.
Skylar Thompson. Is that a person?
Oh, maybe that's someone from Kids in the Hall. I
That's
don't know.
Skylar. That's who's Thompson? Scott Thompson.
I'm just making up names
You're
now.
making up names.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
And
Tyler Huntley, Skylar Thompson, same thing.
They need the Dolphins are dead. So our fantasy team is after Josh Allen scored an insane amount of fantasy points a week before.
Yeah.
The Ravens ran all over them. He had nothing.
Yeah, Ravens played
so we
well.
ended up losing in a close one to CD's nuts, which put us at 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're with 8 teams are 2-2.
Okay.
So because of points, we're actually in 9th place now.
All right.
But there's
That's all right.
the 1 win and we're in 3rd.
There you go.
Yeah, we just got to win this week.
Yeah, just bounce right back.
There's 8 teams at 2-2. Landmark Collectibles is still the only team at 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
And this week we take on Corey B, whose team name is To Infinity and Beyond, like Bijan Robinson. He's spelling it that way.
Gotcha.
And I'm also happy to report this is so good news for everybody following our fantasy football league. Is the Body is still the only winless team at 0-4. That is the most important news you could take away
You
from
are just
our fantasy football
you're
league
just poking the bear.
versus fans.
You're poking the bear. You're just
Goose egg.
he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, he's laying in the weeds.
He's just like, yep.
3 wins and he's already 3rd.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. He's starting 3 kickers. He's like,
Yeah.
no problem.
I told him to take Doug Flutie in
Yeah,
the
he's
first round.
just like-
That was probably my fault. Anyway, the Body's 0-4.
Yeah.
We win this week. We're going to shoot back up
Yeah.
because everyone's 2-2. We'll shoot back up with a win. So we'll be back on the top side of the standings after this week. And once we beat Corey B.
You're going down.
Going down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the latest in Funko news, entertainment, and sports with K-Dog and Fish. Episode 49 in the books. Thank you guys so much. What was your favorite part of the show? Tell us in the comments. We want to hear from you guys.
Sorry the show was so long. You got to flip the disc over on to see. Put it back in again.
Titanic on VHS.
Yeah.
You got to pop in the
Sorry.
separate tapes.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
We want to take this opportunity to thank our Patreons. If you want to join as a member, you can do so at Patreon/KDogandFish.
Sign up and get exclusive content, lives, and more.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.